did get an email from Terry.
Oh, I didn't get one.
No,
You can't send it to me.
it's corresponding to Debbie and me.
Okay, let's go ahead and call the meeting to order. It's Tuesday, October 30th, 2018. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, minutes and reports received and filed. None. Commissioner Committee Liaison Reports, upcoming meetings and events.
Oh, goodness. I got the Somo campus dedication Thursday. Down 4 o'clock. Cole County Extension meeting, 5:30. Thursday, Eastside Business Association, Friday morning, 7:30. And then you all should have an invite for, is it December, maybe January's meeting? We're gonna do it at the health department. Christie was in there.
Is that for east side?
January, yeah, east side, so.
Okay.
Everybody, anybody can along and check it out. St. Thomas Fantasy.
She just left for a minute.
Yeah, I was like, am I in the right place?
Don't forget, Thursday's a holy day of obligation too.
I thought they changed that.
Not for you.
They're all holy days of obligation for me. So, St. Thomas Fantasy Dinner Night, Saturday. Lynn, y'all got your tickets all sold?
No.
Oh, there you go. Feel lucky today?
They didn't win the Powerball.
How much are the tickets? Well, they're $110 for 2 people, and it's all you can eat, smoked pork loin and fried chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy, salad, sides, ice cream, beer, wine, gin, Ricky, listen to Shiloh, and chance to win $10,000.
The chance to win.
Plus
$10,000.
other chances of winning local announcement.
Yeah, they give away a lot of it. They probably give away half of it, so you got a chance to win some money. It's like the other fantasy dinners, it's good company.
It's their second largest one.
Get down to South Cole County, that's good folk down there. Haven't been down there in a while, so it'll be fun.
It is a beautiful drive.
What else we got? Oh, daylight savings is Sunday, or ends Sunday. Mausner's birthday's Monday.
That's a mistake.
That's a mistake.
33rd? Did I have this written down right? 33rd birthday?
Yeah.
I had 35 down, but
35?
I had 35.
Maybe I transposed the numbers to us.
Hey.
35.
Yeah, don't transpose it anymore.
That's all I got. So much for the short of the meeting.
I really don't have anything. I'm being kid stuff all weekend, so.
Hmm. Well, today's the chili supper that Kristen sold me tickets for. Tomorrow I kick off the Marine Corps Toys for Tots out the mall at 11 a.m. Thursday morning I got a Cap Region meeting at 7. Plus it's a holy day. And then I've got Ameren, Missouri's community update luncheon over at Canterbury at I think 11. Friday and Saturday's the downtown holiday open house, and you need to come Saturday because we've got the Ukulele Fight Club that's going to be singing Christmas carols.
The Ukulele Fight Club?
Yeah.
Bike? Or
Fight.
pipe?
Fight.
Oh,
Fight.
how funny.
Fight
They're going to
Club.
fight. But
Ukulele
there's
Fight Club. I
yeah,
can just picture
yeah,
it.
and they're gonna Hawaiian shirts, and they're gonna sing. Sundays,
You all
the,
take that, so how you gonna do that?
Sundays at Cole County Historical Society annual meeting. Monday's Deb's birthday. Tuesday I got a meeting with Central Bank. We got a vote. Okay. Appointments by commission. The signing of court order appointing Gary Wheeler and Colonel Calvin Broughton and Western District Commissioner Chris Shepperly to Heartland Port Authority Board of Commissioners.
We already voted on that last week,
We
didn't
have
we?
to, we voted on it, we have to sign the court order today.
Okay. But we don't need a motion or anything, right?
Oh, no, we're done. That'd be
Okay,
great.
I make a motion, we sign the court order appointing Gary Wheeler, Colonel Calvin Broughton, and Western District Commissioner Chris Shepperly to the Heartland Port Authority Board of Commissioners.
Second.
Okay, all in
We
favor?
already did
Aye.
it.
Yeah.
What Lynn told me, if somebody says,
Sure.
okay,
We've never had both of them, so.
Okay.
We just didn't know, so we didn't have the order ready at that point.
yes.
But we still appointed them,
Right.
which means we're gonna sign the order. Why would we appoint them and not sign the order?
Jeff, quit being difficult.
That wouldn't be me.
That's true.
You have
That's,
to approve a
Sign the
contract and
contract.
vote to sign the contract.
there you go, sign it.
Well, then we should do both. Every time we do appoint members.
So much for a short agenda.
Yeah.
Next time. I'll remember this next time.
I'm gonna start sending people to their rooms pretty soon.
Still trap up there, man.
Okay, let's keep moving along. Bids and contracts. The signing of Strategic Capital Consulting contract.
So we got one or two there.
We got 2019 and then for the last 2 months of 2018.
Okay.
So here's 2018. Got 2 copies.
Okay, what are we signing?
Huh?
Do we have the money to encumber it?
Yep.
For 19 too, we don't really have 19. I mean,
So once we sign the contract, then we have,
to go encumber the money.
we have this year's, next year.
How much is this year's?
20,000,
Okay, so you have the money in there to do that.
right?
You would have to transfer money to do the other.
Okay.
So wait till after the budget's approved to do
Yes.
the other one?
Yes.
Okay.
So do you want me to hang on to the 19?
How do we do contracts that are from like June to June?
You still have to encumber it when you sign the contract. So you can move money from contingency and sign next year's contract, that's fine, but we have to encumber the money. So it has to be in the line that you're going to pay it out of.
And if it goes from one year to the next, we do a purchase order, and then that continues on to the next year.
So it gets carried over.
That's how it stays encumbered.
I mean, I'm fine with signing the other one today, but you're gonna have to do a transfer to get the money in the right place.
So we want to just sign the 18 one today.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
let's
then-
just do that.
okay. And then I just feel like, can we award, I guess we've already awarded it really, so we don't necessarily need it.
Have it, but you can't sign that contract and
Right.
saying this is the amount I'm going to pay for the services until you have the money in there to approve.
Right.
And
Okay.
like I said, you can move the money now, it would be the same amount in next year's budget, you would just have to move it from contingency now to encumber it.
Right.
There's no reason to do that, we'll just do
Okay.
or do a purchase order for January 1. When the money's there, let's just do 18. and then-
Okay. I move that we approve and sign the contract with Strategic Capital Consulting for 2018, November to December 31st.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Okay,
Just one place for Sam to sign.
Yeah, and then Steve and Kristen.
okay. Approval and signing of MODHSS maternal child health contract.
Good morning. This is
Morning.
our annual renew of the MCH contract. The amount of money is, I think, right about the same. It's usually around 35.8. They did change the focus of the contract this year. You know, for many years, it's been obesity, childhood obesity. But this year, coming from CDC, they gave us all new health priorities that we had to choose from. And the one that we chose was to focus on tobacco cessation for pregnant women. So we'll be working with our WIC population and other ladies on that. And Jana's gone through the training, and they have like a monitor where they come in and you monitor their carbon monoxide levels to see, or carbon dioxide levels to see, you know, if they've been smoking. And the incentive for them
I move we approve and sign the Missouri DHSS maternal child health contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Do we have any unfinished business? Okay, new business, accounts payable review.
There's a couple of bills out there for utilities. I'd ask for approval of accounts payable pending review.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Second and final reading of budget adjustment number 8.
This is for $10,000 even. It's part of it's from Missouri Public Safety EMA. It's one of Bill Farr's grants for the training. It's just a pass-through account. I do need action today.
I move that we sign court order number 8.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. First reading of budget adjustment number 9.
This is for $27,489.06. This is the sales tax money coming back with the into Rome Bridge sales tax. This is the village account for the city of Russellville. It's just payment back to them. There's money in, money out, but I have to fix the budget. No action today.
So how is it money coming back from the city of Russellville?
So we spent more money in the city of Russellville than what we allow, so the city paid us back because we did it under our contract.
Okay. Thank you. So more than they were allotted with their 100,000 over 5 years.
Yes.
Just a piggyback thing, so, okay.
So we got no action on that today.
Right.
Okay, work site wellness committee proposal.
So, this has been a long time coming. We've had several attempts at getting together a long-range plan. We've tried annual activities, and now with Bethany in this position, she's been able to work with the committee and put together a plan for the next year. So I've asked her to kind of give you the long and short of it, basically the goals and the activities that they have proposed to meet the goals and how we're going to measure it and how much it's going to cost.
Hi, my name is Bethany Tillman. I'm a nurse at the health department. I came into the county in April of this year into a worksite wellness position without really a lot of activity going on in that category at that time. We took our 2015 numbers, which are in the proposal, and then we also took our 2017 numbers, which are also there, surveys, feedback from county employees, where we thought we were failing, what we thought we needed. So then we took that, me and our wellness committee met and came up with what we'd like to see going forward. So the survey and the biometrics that was done through Capital Region kind of gave us our 6 categories that we really feel like we could get the most return on our investment with county dollars. So weight management, physical activity or lack of exercise, tobacco, cholesterol, nutrition, and stress at work and at home. So it's also interesting that these actual categories are where we're spending our money in our pharmaceuticals. That's right. It's pretty funny.
He's working out. That's his worksite wellness for today.
Leave that thing here, we'll just have people push it.
There you go.
Push it
We'll just
around,
push
yeah.
the copy machine around the Miracle Mile here.
Let's do some real
Yeah,
ones and take the wheels off those.
So not only are we, that's all right, not only are we losing people to absenteeism or inability to do their job effectively, stress, not wanting to come to work, we're paying that in pharmaceuticals also. So it's really hitting home. These categories really are what has come forward. So we took last year's budget amount and basically took the 6 categories that we have and thought, what can we do to make these better? So we would like to host monthly activities based on these 6 categories. So each category would be hit twice a year. So it's going to take a group effort. It's not easy, believe it or not, it's not easy to spend this amount of money in these categories. But we want to try. We want to give it an effort. We want to see a return on investment for the county for our health insurance. But yet we want to see happy employees also. So we've been blessed with our new health department. I think that Demonstration Kitchen and the Cosmopolitans are, we get to use that too. And so I would like to provide some of the things for that kitchen and the ability to have county cooking classes for employees that just want to get together, have a good time, reduce our stress, and learn about nutrition. So there's so many things that we can do out of this facility that we couldn't have done before. So I'd like to pull that all together. We were also blessed with the water filling station. I know each Jeff City Public School has one of those in it, and we have one now. I really think water is something that's totally overlooked and can be so beneficial. So I'd like to start to put water into the workplaces, water filling stations for water bottles. I think sometimes it's simple. It's just somebody to sit down and try to get it done. So does anybody have any questions? So they say a return on investment with this could be 3 years before you're really going to start to see like either a positive improvement in things. So it doesn't happen overnight, but I'd like to give it a try. And I think I have a few committee members that have worked really well with me. Danielle works very well with me. Betsy over at the Sheriff's Department, some pretty strong-willed women. See if we can't get this going.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good plan, and I think we need to try to do something.
I think really with the new building, and as you said, with the kitchen there, we can do diabetes, we can do diet, we can do all kinds of stuff that we really couldn't do with that second floor.
I think it's important to see positivity in the workplace, ownership for your department. I mean, I kind of wrote on there challenges between departments, possibly departmental T-shirts where we work together. We go out in the community, we volunteer, we do things, we run 5Ks, but we have our pride. We have pride at where we come from, and I think that would alleviate stress in the workplace, bring a positive culture.
I'm talking about like in the kitchen, do like an Instapot class, so people, if they have an Instapot, they learn how to use it, and then like one of the, everyone goes in the drawing for a free Instapot, or things like that. Those are things, the NutriBullet, there's a lot of kitchen tools that can really help people eat healthier or make cooking at home easier, so you're not going out so much. And I think that would help. I also told Bethany one of the things that would be a great stall talk is like the eat this, not that. That way if you have to eat out, or you're on the way to ball games and you have to eat out, what kind of choices to make, because we all are in those situations, but so not making healthy choices makes a big difference.
You gotta keep doing the fruit too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's an Instapot?
You need to find it.
It's an electric. Yeah, it's an electric
I didn't know
pressure
what
cooker.
it is.
So like you can cook a whole chicken in like.
I got a crock
20
pot.
minutes.
So
Yeah.
take a Boston
It's like
butt, add your seasoning,
it's a
put it
crock
in
pot on
there,
steroids.
and it's
Exactly.
30 minutes and it's
Yeah.
done.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
so it's like electric pressure cooker without like. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Pot is
you
just
can
a new
can it,
marketing term for a pressure cooker.
but it's
But it's
electric, so you
countertop
don't-
one
yeah.
that, you don't.
Pressure
It's
cookers
safer.
are on the counter too.
Well,
Well, you're
yeah,
getting
She doesn't know,
domesticated,
she's got
right?
crock pots.
It's the same thing.
Probably the best cook in
She
here.
puts it in the morning, it's done when you get home.
That's it. Let's have a challenge.
Christie.
I've been cooking
Well, we're
since
going-
I was
You know
young.
what?
My parents raised me. We had to cook.
I'm all for challenges and I'll help you plan, you can help me plan some.
Okay.
That's my question: is how do you get the people that really need to be in there?
I don't know, because we did the survey and everyone asked for like the 7 a.m. slot or 3. We
I
planned
can
the
put
classes
anything
when
in a
they
survey.
right, and then they didn't show up. So
It's everybody's
Um,
busy with stuff, so I mean,
You know,
I'm
we-
fine with doing it. I think it's
Right.
a good idea to try it.
and
You're gonna
that's
have to
where-
get creative with it, get
Well, like
people
the
in it. 'Cause
incentives,
you start talking about tobacco stuff, and automatically I'm like, just don't be messing with my tobacco.
You know what, and adults will say that, but let's,
No, we shouldn't say that.
no, hey, I am the one for personal freedom first. But I believe that, let's say the tobacco usage, let's talk about, I come here twice a week and outside, I go through a plume of smoke as we go into our building here. and it's our county employees that are doing it. So if we want to try to fix
You don't even
that,
have to go outside, just open one of these side windows.
yeah,
You need some secondhand smoke,
Yeah,
it's
see,
right there.
that's not
we don't
fair.
have to
Yeah.
do that. If we can work, and I'm not saying take it away, I'm saying let's work together to find a solution and then implement a policy. I'm not saying police people. I'm saying at work,
Part of the problem
employers.
with that is most of those women out there are state employees over at the courthouse, they're not Polk
Yeah,
County.
we can do nothing about that, except take away the picnic table and put a sign up.
Yeah, true.
We can't
Make
tell,
it go
and
farther.
that's the thing is, I'm
Make
not
it
telling
my-
people
yeah,
that they
make
can't
it my
smoke, and I'm not
designated
telling people
smoking
they
area
can't dip.
away.
I'm just saying it's probably best not done on our facilities.
Yeah, we could be a smoke or tobacco-free campus if we wanted to be.
We're trying to be, but, we have, you know,
It's hard. I get it.
Sure.
My father passed away at 52. Very educated man from smoking. He was 52.
Yeah.
So we all know that there's risk, but I'm not telling people they can't do it. I'm just saying, please don't do it at the facility that you work at outside. So right. So what we're saying is we can give it all the money in the world that we want, but if we're not behind it and we don't try, and if you're against it, then I challenge you. Come meet with me. We'll do it together. You know, I'm not here to step on personal freedom. I'm here to say this is affecting our county employees' health, and weight management is killing us right now. And we all see it, but we don't really want to talk about it. It's like the elephant in the room. So I went to a facility here, one of our county facilities, and they're not using salt and pepper shakers. They're using the big cardboard round salt shaker.
What's wrong with that?
Because we're gonna go back. So what's wrong with
High
it?
cholesterol.
That's all right. So salt causes you to retain
Everything
fluid.
I
and
do
fluid-
is wrong on here. Everything here is way man.
Well, then he's the first one you need
Healthy
to have
cooking
come
and
over.
eating. Everything that I cook is pretty much fried at some point. Sometimes, I grilled some deer loin this weekend.
Yeah.
So that was
deer's
healthy.
really good for you.
Yeah, it's called
Physical
everything in
fitness,
moderation.
Exercise, I'm totally against exercise. Sleep, apparently I'm
Okay.
against sleep too. Stress management,
You need to buy a bear suit to have somebody chase you.
heart health.
Yeah,
No, I'll just shoot it.
let's just give them a snake.
No, everything on here, yeah, it totally affects me too. I mean, and
Mm-hmm.
I dip, so I joke about the tobacco thing, but yeah. If somebody could get me to quit, then.
And it's not that I don't hear you, I do. But
So how
when
do you
we're
get the
talking about
people that
300
need to be
employees,
in here?
that's precisely.
How do you get the Jeffs in here?
Well, you need to incentivize it. Like we said, if there's a class that they want to come to, have a prize.
How
need
would
to
you
have their-
incentivize me to come to it?
Well, you know, the
like
first,
a tobacco
I would be
free
your
one.
biggest challenge right now, so that's probably who you should focus on. Is how would we get Jeff here? Because if we can get Jeff here, we can probably get several other people here.
the first thing I did was went out to every single location bearing something that they wanted to
You
eat.
cannot have alcohol at them.
And I didn't just drop it off at the front desk. I went out into the facility, talked with people. Hey, how are you? This is my name. Oh my goodness, we love your fruit. Can we have this? Yep, I'll get it. So you build bridges first. You can't go anywhere across anything if you don't have a bridge. So it would probably be holding the class
Oh,
at their
there would.
location and make it about something
fly.
that they truly want to eat.
Boat.
Yeah. Well, and then
Right.
try to get the
Or you have
elected
Kathy.
officials.
I mean, come on, let's do it. They told me next week not to worry about fruit or as much because they're gonna have too many people out with deer hunting, and I respect that. I've had to live that life for a very long time, but let's learn how to cook it.
Deer's good for you.
So I'm just saying,
And then-
there's a way. There's a way to build a
Yeah.
bridge.
The department heads and elected officials need to support their staff going to the things. You know, if your boss makes it hard for you to go to the class, you're not gonna go to the class. But the department heads and elected officials need to realize that this all affects our insurance costs.
So are we
the health of
making
their
it hard for
employees.
people to go to it?
Well, I don't know, but it could be a barrier.
Okay, I mean, if we are,
I would
then let
imagine
us
in
know.
some departments it's
That part
hard,
I can
like
have
Public
some kind
Works
of
or
effect
EMS
on,
or
but-
sheriff. You know, I'm sure in some of those departments it is hard.
But how do you, I'd
How
rather
do you
work
get
than
people
go
there?
sit in
Well,
a
one,
class.
they're gonna want to do it on their work shift.
So you do a healthy lunch.
Yes.
You do it for lunch and just say, come over and have lunch with us.
Or you meet them out on the road with, a cooler full of water and some kind of snack and say, hey, how you guys doing? I mean, there really is ways to make friends and to let them know who you are. We just got to do it.
We were talking about search for the little boy. They keep saying they need snacks for the volunteers and the employees, so we were gonna touch base with the sheriff's office to see if we needed to make a special, like, fruit and trail mix run for them, so they had extra healthy snacks while they're doing this search. Because it would be very easy to stop at a convenience store and get some, Twinkies and a Coke.
And they're county employees as well as
But
federal and
it's also
local.
easy to stop at the same convenience store and grab a bag of peanuts.
Right,
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta get Matt to get rid of his Dr. Pepper.
You gotta get rid of your coffee then.
Oh, no.
Coffee's good for you.
Whoa.
It's
No.
I might as well
all
be dead
the
at this
sweetener that
point.
people add to the coffee.
Yeah.
I tell the
Coffee.
kids that I go out
Some
and talk
coffee's
to,
good for you.
Yeah.
the kids that I go out and talk to in the community, I said, when I was little, we went to the gas station to get gas. That's
Yeah.
what your
Yeah.
grandpa was at the gas station with his friends, and he went and got gas, and then there was an 8-ounce Coke bottle outside in a machine. I didn't get ice cream and pizza and 32-ounce drinks and things like that. I said, it's our culture that's breeding this.
I'm
We
making
just
up
have
for
to
lost
figure out how to
time.
fix it.
I like bananas and oranges. So.
There you
Pizza's
go.
got like
I-
some of
I eat
every food group,
Bananas are
though.
my.
I know.
So now you're saying pizza's bad? It's like for
Everything
dinner
in
like 3
moderation.
times a week.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
no, I'm
And
not
I
kidding.
think
I mean, how do you
moderation.
get people like me in there? So that's gonna be your.
You know what? You're going to
your,
come with me to get the people like you in there.
What would,
Well,
what would motivate you, Jeff?
you
What would
s-
motivate you to come?
There you go.
Don't do
Throw it back in.
when I have other stuff to do, which I've always got other stuff to do. So.
Well, you
it's
made it.
the
You made
people
it to
that-
the open house.
And you looked really good, too.
I'm glad I got to be in the picture on the very edge of
It
it.
was.
Those chamber people
The paper said you were there, so.
Oh, I was there. I was holding the door for everybody. Well, we gotta get this picture taken. We gotta get out of here. I'm pretty sure that some people didn't want to have a whole lot to do with Cole County at that point.
I think,
Right.
Jeff, there's going to be lots of barriers, but I don't think there's not enough barriers
Okay.
that a group of people can't sit down and figure out why.
But like I said, you gotta try. So,
Amen. Yep.
so we gotta set up something sometime. I don't know if because like Public Works, Sheriff's Department's all scattered out. Ambulance guys are continuously. You want to have something for them, but next thing you know, the alarm's going off and they're running out. So it is difficult. So
I found that Public
Um,
Works seems to be pretty welcoming as a group, and
they're
EMS
easier
is
too
not.
if they're at a
They're
property.
not. EMS is not. Sheriff's is pretty welcoming as a group. When I walk in, so it's all the culture of the building, and I think that's part of changing the culture of the building into something positive, and then we can all communicate. So.
Okay. No, I'm all for it. I'm just saying there's challenges, and so I'm
There's challenges.
throwing it at you, telling you that you're gonna have the Jeffs out there that you're gonna be dealing with. So I don't know. I'll think and try to figure out ways for you to give me a come. It's like, okay, well, we're gonna teach you how to eat healthy at Prison Brews or something.
But
We
it's
probably
not-
could.
It's not that, yeah.
We could do menu, we could go
So-
around and grab the local menus from all the places and say, hey,
Not
these are the
bad.
options of that facility that
That's
would
not
work
a
for
bad
you.
idea.
No? Mhm.
Hey, if they got beer and popcorn, that's all I need.
There's nothing wrong with beer and popcorn
Thank you.
in moderation.
Yeah, you're not gonna
One night a
win.
week in
You're
Light
not
Beer.
gonna win. She's pretty good.
So
You
you
know,
know,
I have something, we have a
Thank
foster
God Beer
child.
Camp is coming up.
We have a
really soon.
foster child that I deal with. She had weight issues. She doesn't anymore. What I did was something called Fit-tastic. It was Fit 5. So if you have 1 hour of physical activity, less than 2 hours of screen time, 3 servings of dairy, 4 servings of water, and 5 servings of fruits and vegetables, after that you can have your other stuff. But if you have to meet those 5 first. So my goal at our house has always been to get her to meet those 5, and then you can have the beer and the popcorn but you have a healthy
much
base
fruit
to
is
go
that?
on. 5 serve, half a cup
half a
So I have
cup.
to have like 2.5 cups.
of fruits
So
and
I gotta eat
vegetables.
like a whole cantaloupe.
No, that's funny. So then we would find, you haven't eaten it, but you want ice cream. Well, let's put your ice cream in the blender with your fruit for the day, and you're done. Oh, deal, she'd say. And so it worked.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, but you can do it. You can do it. So
We
You
might
need
have
your-
Yeah,
to
you
pick-
need to spend a
We
lot of
did-
time with
we did-
Jeff
we did
because if
have
you
it.
can get Jeff on board.
Can you
we've
put fruit in
gotten
with this
somewhere.
beer
We
and
could put them
blend
do
it?
the NutriBullet, smoothie class.
You're just gonna have to take in moderation out of your phrase book. So
I will get you that Fit-tastic guidelines, and you can look at it.
Yeah, really, getting
So-
some of the
It's not bad,
menus.
and you know what, we talk, adults
not a
are
bad
hard to
idea.
change, but kids aren't. So let's start with the kids at home. If you don't wanna change, try to change your kids first.
So what's the number one thing that we need to address? Is it weight or just,
Oh my goodness, that's a good one.
Cholesterol
I think
or
weight
what?
is pretty bad right now.
we do
Well,
the
and-
screenings and stuff, so what comes up?
Biometrics,
Yeah,
go ahead.
so-
They're gonna tell you cholesterol, they're gonna tell you,
If you can.
diabetic
address-
precursors.
yeah, the weight issue is gonna address a lot of stuff, because people start eating healthier, their cholesterol's gonna get better, their risk of diabetes is gonna go down.
If you eat better
It's all
and you
that.
add a little bit of exercise, doesn't have to be a lot. Like I said, raise your heart rate for 1 hour, and that just means like throughout your day. Make sure you hit those 5 before you do other things, and truly all the rest is going to fall into place. Minus
Yeah.
worksite stress, which we all need, I think, to work on positive in workplace.
Well, exercise helps with that
Yeah,
too.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And you know, the county employees are no different than the rest of the county. I just saw like an indicator thing this morning I was looking at, and the number one issue for Jefferson City, and specifically the zip code of 65109, is obesity.
Well, I'm not in 109, so that's good.
St. Thomas is teenage pregnancy.
What?
Yeah?
That's what I was like, really?
The islands?
Centertown is substance abuse. God, I can't remember what the other ones were, but Jefferson City is obesity. Teenage pregnancy.
I think it all has to do with availability of poor choice food.
I thought you were gonna say something.
No, I didn't say that.
Well,
So, good with
Yeah, I'm-
trying this?
I'm
Yeah.
good with it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's gonna be a challenge, and I don't know how you can measure all of it if you're gonna keep track of who's all participating and then try to get them to
Well, like the 5Ks.
self-report and
Yeah,
stuff.
and like the 5Ks, you usually get a certificate or a ribbon or something, so, you know, if that could be submitted.
I mean, is there something you can
Yeah.
do like on a points basis to where they do all this stuff for a year, and then at the end of the year, maybe even at Christmas?
You know,
Yeah,
that was
the
one of the
city and
options.
the school district
We-
both do that.
Right. So
Points.
there, I've gotten to look at different, mainly Jeff City Public Schools dealing with 500 employees. Now you have to understand they only have one person that all she does is worksite wellness. That's all she does. But she runs it like a tight ship, and it's a beautiful piece. And there's a lot of, you will participate in at least one of these a term, or one of these a quarter, one of these, that kind of thing. And there is cash incentives. So if you do your biometrics, then you immediately get $40 off a month on your health insurance. And if you make so many points by the end of the year, then you get, and they run it through, you get a $150 cash payout. Well, I don't like that as county, because I don't want my taxpayers to see that I'm just handing out cash to employees. So the school district, they're the same way, trying to be stewards of their money. They give them a bonus on the end of their paycheck. It can either go into your HSA, or it can, you can get it in cash out. If you get it in cash out, then it's taxed. But it's never on this stub does it say what it is. And then, and the other way, it goes into your HSA without tax. I think having a carrot at the end of the year for a new program is going to be really hard compared to having a carrot each month for different incentives. There is a monthly incentive built into this. It says incentives for all categories, monthly recognition, annual award, event prizes, and department shirts. So there is incentive built in, but we're offering it year round instead of giving it to one person at the end of the year or in a paycheck.
Yeah, I would like to see some type of a program where they could possibly earn a reduction in insurance costs, or possibly even help to offset costs for dependents. And I know our insurance is fully funded, but, so there could be some kind of option where it would be possibly go into their HSA or help to offset dependent insurance costs or something, I don't know.
Yeah, that kind of piqued my interest when you mentioned that, so that'd be something we can look at.
So,
Because it could help a ton on just the health insurance if we're
But, you
focused
know,
on
keeping
being
track of all
healthy.
those points.
Right.
For, I mean, would be a big job. You know, Bethany also has to work in the clinic, and she also has to do school health stuff.
Right.
Worksite wellness is not her full-time job.
right. So we'll bring us some ideas and maybe we can toss that around, so. Is there any way to track that through payroll or anything, Debbie, or?
Point system for.
Yeah, well, I know, don't we, I just didn't know. I mean, I know people accumulate time, you know, based on how long they've been here, but I didn't know if there was something that could be added into that payroll that,
Well, not everybody has access to payroll. Everybody has access to timesheets, or certain people do, and
Right.
nobody else has access to payroll besides me and Chelsea, so it's a control thing with the
Mhm.
rates and everything else, because once you're in it, you got everything.
right,
So, no, there are companies that do that. We have brought those companies to you through Wall Street before
Mhm.
that would do that point system, that would take care of that, be it through UMR, be it through another entity like that.
okay,
You are gonna have to pay for it, but.
Right.
But,
I will tell you that at the school district, they, you self-police your own, you keep track of your own points. Each building has a building champion that gathers your points, that you submit your points to, and then that person submits them up and in. But, I mean, I think we're talking about spending a lot of money to have someone document it for us for the personal gain of $100, $200 at the end of the year.
I ain't talking about going through that much. I'm just saying you make a spreadsheet and you keep track of it pretty simple. And then if you break it down, like you said, into departments or even, you know, elected officials take care of their departments and submit it. All it is a spreadsheet. I mean, you still have to sit down and do that, but
I have some participation at some buildings, but I don't have participation at enough buildings that I don't know who would, there's some buildings that I don't have that with.
okay.
I think Cape Girardeau has a deal with some of their fitness clubs where you get a reduced rate
Mhm.
for being a county employee, and then depending on how often you use it, that goes down even lower. And I don't know how many people we've got who have time to go to a fitness club, but
We have reduced rates with Anytime Fitness and Cap Region, and then we know someone whose husband owns a gym, and they, here in town, and they're willing to like track our employees and like
Yeah, so-
submit it if we want, you know.
I've had a couple, a yoga studio and the gym that Christy's referring to, that one's out towards Wardsville, that are willing to bill us for county employees at the end of the month. Like if you come in to use it.
Just for some classes, it doesn't have to
Mhm.
be the whole month.
Yeah. So that was actually what was in here where it talks about exercise classes. So that does, the reason that line is so large, the largest of the group, is because we are going to look into doing that. So this does have the ability to do classes or reimburse for that. The studios or the gyms that we actually go talk to. So that's it. That is in there.
If you guys are good with this,
yeah. I think
You work with that?
I move that we approve the Cole County Wellness proposal.
second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
We'll work with it. I mean, it's fluid. We'll get it going.
You
Okay.
have money left for this year yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Quite a bit, I don't think a lot was spent.
Yeah.
Well,
The
thanks
fruit.
for trying to make me healthy.
And then
I
for
mean, in
our-
all seriousness, it's,
For our bicentennial year, we
It's
might
up to each
wanna do
individual.
some kind of a run or something
Yeah.
like that, you know what I mean?
hey, let's do the Helser .5K.
Point five.
Well, I think about some of the departments, you know.
That's about as far as I've given.
Their health is very vital, their job. Think about the sheriffs or EMS, you know, if they have to chase down somebody for like sheriff's department or EMS, you know, we always talk about how people are getting heavier, they have to lift. I mean, they need to be in good shape. They need to be able to climb stairs quickly and, you know, anyway.
Yep.
Well, and some people do physical stuff during the day, so it's kind of the other people that aren't doing as much physical stuff. If you're at the desk, get you up, get you outside into fresh air, go walking,
Well,
get
like
some
down here,
steps
you guys
in.
can do the fitness mile. At our facility now, we have a lot better place to walk
I'm
than
gonna
we
do
did
the fitness
before.
mile on the farm,
Yeah, exactly. Whatever.
carrying a gun.
But there
I
is a
would think that
fitness
some
mile
of the-
laid out
You know, I've
here
seen-
on High Street that you can,
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen law enforcement people, I'm thinking they better be able to shoot, because I'm.
It's a
gonna
mile.
Run them
They didn't say you had to walk it. I wrote it on the Ranger. That counts, right?
I walked Carrie in my climbing tree stand.
Yeah.
That's an extra 20 pounds.
I think weight is a serious concern that we have as a county. How we want to approach it, we don't want to mandate it. We want to, I think we should try to educate first and then offer incentives and then say this is, you know, it's got to, yeah.
You gotta wanna do it. So
Right,
that's-
and I worked in a major metropolitan hospital facility. They had fitness tests that they had to pass before you worked. So there are options, so.
Okay, thank
you.
you,
Thank you.
Bethany.
In moderation. Get out of here. Thank you all.
You're welcome.
It's gonna be stuck in my head now.
Anything else?
Tonight,
Yeah,
while I'm bowling, I'll be thinking.
other
in
issues to
moderation.
come before us.
I just need some clarification
I
on
go
some pay
per
forms and how to
There's only
implement
three.
the EMS schedule of salaries that you approved prior to. Matt's brought up that he thinks that the supervisor starting was wrong and that he had talked to you guys about that prior to, and
We had emails going back and forth, and I was trying to remember where we were at with that.
Can we
I've got refreshed.
Can we get him up here? I didn't realize we were talking about this today. He asked about it, and I said, you don't have anything on the agenda, so
yeah.
I'd like for all of us to be here to discuss it, but, so I don't know if that's another meeting this week yet, or,
That's fine, I just have a bunch of pay forms that were dated, in October, that we're not really sure.
so they're getting paid, they're just maybe not getting paid the correct rate.
Well, I don't even know about that, so like, a new person that just started, I'm not sure that my implementation of the schedule is the same salary that he submitted.
Well, isn't he filling that out?
He is, so he filled it out as they're at the, step one,
Uh-huh.
whereas my implementation would be, this person just started with us, they would be at the starting, which is different.
Okay.
So is it based on when you started with the county as a part-timer, does that?
I
is that
thought
when
step
you're
one
clocked?
was starting.
No. There's a starting and then a step 1, 2, 3.
Through 7.
So starting was the base rate?
Starting is the base, but is a part-timer's years of service as part-time counted in that? In the way we implemented it before, it was not. It was when you started full-time in the position
So
is your
it's kind of
starting.
8 steps.
I mean, I wouldn't think so either, but, you know, obviously I think we need to have that discussion with
Yeah,
them here.
how long
so.
has he been with us as a part-timer?
Just since 17. So it's whether they start at the starting or they start at the 1.
Right, but I mean, there's more to that than just that, because if people separate from us, they come back at the starting.
Mhm.
So, I mean, and they have to separate for 90 days too, so, I mean, there's a whole lot more too, because those people leave and they come and they,
And then we had some issues with a few people that he sent up new pay forms because they didn't fall exactly on a step. And he wanted to bump them to the next step, so they were on a step. Our implementation at the beginning was if you were above the step you were supposed to be on, you stayed there until you got recommended to the next step that moved you up.
You almost
So
need
you're
to look
already-
at each of them individually. It really needs to be done in closed session too, I'd probably venture to say. 'Cause
It's
you're-
just, we need some guidance on how we're implementing it, so we do it across the board the same way, and we know when the pay forms come up, this is where they're supposed to be.
okay.
Because right now, we're kind of all over the place.
Just so that we're all on the same page.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think that's part of it, is when we talked to Matt, we had a discussion in here and we said, okay, this is the way we're gonna do it, and then we didn't necessarily, I don't know if we had Kristen and Debbie in here at that point. So you wanna see if he's available, we can do this yet today? Cause we probably need to get this done sooner than later, cause they've got payroll, budget.
Not that we're gonna be able to do it today, but we could do it tomorrow.
And we could,
Oh my goodness.
I
prefer to get it done this week. We'd like to wrap up the budget and start.
Next week's meeting isn't until Wednesday.
Yeah.
So that's it.
And payroll's Thursday.
You wanna do it tomorrow, or you wanna do it like Thursday morning at 8 o'clock, or?
I can do whatever. If I do tomorrow, it's gotta be before 1 o'clock. Thursday, I can do anytime.
You guys got any preference? I mean, could we do something around the noon hour maybe? Or does that screw up your
Next-
day?
I'll be out at, tomorrow I'll be out at the Marine Corps Toys for Tots at 11.
Thursday morning?
There we could do Thursday like 8 o'clock. I got 7 o'clock, but it's here, so. We could do Friday morning early. Yeah, do Friday.
Well, we need to get it done sooner than, we got payroll this week? No.
Next week's.
Let's set it for Thursday morning, if you guys can do that.
I don't care. 7,
I got 7. How about 8? I'll be done with
6,
my
we'll do it
meeting.
before your 7 meeting.
That's, I'm here.
Okay. Let's do 8.
Are you gonna be done with yours by then?
Yeah, it's in my office, so I'll just
Okay.
kick them out.
Well, if we need to do it later.
No,
Just, it
8's
screws up the
fine.
whole day. Late meetings.
And we'll do close since we're talking.
I do have pay forms for individuals. I don't know.
Pay's not a closed,
Okay.
if you're.
In general,
discussing for-
right. Let's
But
put it,
If we bring up a name, then
yep,
it's
let's,
gonna.
let's put closed and open.
If you're discussing performance, that's one thing, but if you're discussing just pay, as you said in general, that's,
Right. So in generality, we need to figure out where the steps fall. And then if we have individual pay forms that we need to talk about, then that would be closed, correct? Pay
well,
for
if it has to
individuals.
do with performance or anything like that, but what we all get paid is a public record.
So we can bring up names in an open session about who's getting paid what?
Well, what people get paid is an open record.
Okay.
Debbie and I had our salaries plastered in the paper one year.
Okay. I'm gonna talk about it in an open session then too, so. I sent Matt a message and let him know.
Okay.
So 8 o'clock for Thursday.
Anything else?
Nope. You got anything? Oh, you wanna talk about that?
All right. I move we stand in recess till 4:30.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Kristen, can you, I saw all the emails going back and forth.